Hello guys, I believe that for really anybody here, everybody here is doing okay, and today is also a great day because we're going to talk about a marvelous and good topic. For really that's why I will invite everybody to follow us because on this channel for the representation, this channel shares about videos which are talking about personal development, to mean how you can develop yourself. Okay, you know that sometimes we've got to learn every single day, because once you are learning, you get more skills every single day, and then that's what changes life, you know. That's why also you are obliged to follow videos which will be developing your life, because once you are following them, you can get more different courages, you can get more wisdom to get to go forward. That's why this is the marvelous and best channel which is talking about all those kind of stuff. So now I don't want this video to be the longest one, but please I will invite you to subscribe, mainly subscribe on this channel because it's more helpful. So now today we are going to talk about six rules that will change anything in 2026. Just today we are going to talk about 6 things that will change 2026. To mean, because once we're talking about a year, you've got to make sure that once you begin a year, you know what you take from the year past. That's why also once you want to prepare the coming year, I'm going to tell you things which you've got to make sure that you are doing that are going to help you. So now the first one thing that you've got to put into practice in order to go forward, you've got to have discipline. Okay, just once we are talking about discipline, is that once we're talking about things, even if things are not better at all, but you have the courage of doing that thing, you are not giving up. Now that's what we call discipline. You've got to have discipline in every situation. Even if things can go bad or good, you've got to get discipline and do it every single day. The fact of not turning back, the fact of not letting things go, that's what we call discipline. Once you're having a dream or doing or achieving something, you've got to make sure that you are doing that thing. So now the second one is what we call adaptability. Okay, once we're talking about adaptability, is to know how to behave in every situation. Okay, however the situation can be, it can be better or good. You know that sometimes in this life we reach in some situations which are up and down. Okay, you can't always be in good times, no, but what you know is that you've got to have what we call adaptability. You've got to adapt to every single stuff. So now you've got to know that yesterday answers is not tomorrow's solutions. Okay, you've got to know that for these days change every single day. So now you've got to focus on what you can control and let go what you can't. What you can go, that's what you call adaptable. You may be adaptable to any situation. Okay, you know there are some people, once they reach a bad situation, then they lose faith. No, that's not better. You've got to avoid that. So now the third one is focus. Okay, once we're talking about focus, is learning to say no to anything that doesn't serve your purpose. Just if anything is not serving your purpose, you may say no to it. Okay, you've got to focus. You may do a few things, okay, but you do it better, that you can be good at that thing than somebody who's doing most of the things but who's not focused. Okay, you've got to follow what brings you to your vision. Focus is about doing less but doing right things for intensity. To mean you've got to make sure that you are doing a few things but doing it better than somebody who's doing different things but doing them bad. You've got to make sure that you are focusing on your vision. So now the fourth one is resilience. Once we're talking about resilience, is the ability to look failure in a face and say you cannot stop me. Once you are looking at failure, you may say no, just you cannot stop me. That's what we call resilience. Okay, in 2026 you must train your mind. Okay, you must train your mind to make sure you must train your mind to accept delays. Okay, just you've got to train your mind to accept delays. Once you see that something is delaying, know that is the problem of time. You've got to make sure that for really you have resiliency, and believe the present will eventually pay off, and know that at least one day all things are going to be better. So now the fifth one is courage. You've got to make sure that you are having courage in everything. Talking about fear of not pursuing dreams. Once we're talking about courage, you've got not to let the fear that can stop you from following your dreams. So now the last one is giving back. You've got to make sure that you are giving. Once you see that for really things ain't going on, you may help even others, people whom are in need. I believe that for these ones are more important ones, and I believe that you are going to follow them. And please subscribe, share on this channel, because here we're going to be talking about marvelous videos. Thank you so much and love so much.